such an asshole!
AssholeConsulting.com. Go there if you have questions like this young man does. Dear asshole, I do not have a specific problem, but wanted to check with you to make sure my life and finances are heading in the right direction. I'm about to head off to college at the University of Arizona to study electrical and computer engineering. I currently have a 529 plan of $31,000. My tuition is $7,000 per semester, but I do have $5,000 per semester in merit-based scholarship, bringing that cost down to $2,000 a semester. So $2,000 a semester, you want to go 2 times 7, 14 grand. You have twice the amount of money you need in your 529 plan, and you could probably pay for lodging and all that. So you are set to go financially. You are in better financial shape than probably any other kid entering that school, except for the kids who like come from fucking... It's not Scottsdale, it's Paradise Valley. That's the one now where the really, really, really rich kids go. I'll be living at home and driving my parents' Prius as no cost to me besides gas. To save on cost of living, parking will be about $400 a semester. If I take a full workload, I should be able to graduate in 7 semesters. My college offers an option to study an additional year to turn my bachelor's degree into a master's degree, still in electrical and computer science. Is this a good or bad option to pursue? I'm also considering pursuing my MBA in business management after graduating if the economy were bad, but I am no longer sure after watching your YouTube. Yeah, no, what I would do, get your bachelor's degree, see if you can land a job in that. If you can't, then go back and take them up on that year offer. Though sometimes, depending on the school, they say, oh, you gotta take it right fucking now. And if they do that, I'd almost be like, yeah, why the hell not? You got the money. Look, you're not going to have the... I rarely recommend higher education or like a graduate degree. But since you got the money, you got the time, what the fuck, you know? Yeah, I would almost do that. Do not get your MBA. Fuck your MBA. Go take some classes in accounting like for your minor, or just study it online. Have a fun minor. Go do something fun with your minor. I don't know, ballroom dance, something. But do not get an MBA. In addition to my 529 plan, I have $62,000 in a Vanguard 500 index, $83,000 in Vanguard mutual fund, and with my credit union, I have a $8,000 3-year term share, blah, 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 $1,500 in checking, $11,500 in savings, and all my net worth, excluding the 529, comes to about $165,000. All this money was given to me by my parents when I was looking at out-of-state colleges. Can I have your parents? Can they come my way? But it will remain mine. I have not worked a day in my life, but I'm actively seeking employment, mainly in food service industry. Oh, no. Dude, no. You said, I did read Bachelor Pad Economics and been keeping an eye out for security guard jobs. So, yeah, man, like, look, okay. Here's the thing. You're not... Okay, you're a spoiled fuck, but then you're not a spoiled fuck because you know you're a spoiled fuck. Okay, there are some rich kids with rich parents who know how lucky they have it. And you trying to search for work, that's good, all right? But that doesn't mean you got to be like some kind of self-flagellating guy punishing yourself, working jobs that just suck. Be thankful, be happy, and then take advantage of this. Not necessarily advantage or granted, but you don't need to find a job. What I would do is find a security guard job. I would hold out for a security guard job. Don't work food service. You don't have, even I wouldn't work food service, okay? I mean, Uber, that's another one. Consider Uber. You got to have the money to afford yourself a decent car. You could drive around in Uber. That would be a great job to have. On top of it, since you have the money, put forth your effort and energies towards your studies. Make sure you get a good GPA. I'd maybe work no more than 20 hours a week, maybe even 15. Because, again, you don't need the money. And there's another reason I'm going to want you to only work so much, because you got other shit to improve in aside from your finances. Well, your finances don't need improving. Everything, you're fine in finances. You're fine in your game plan. You're fine in finding a job. You are not fine in other categories, which we'll get to later. Okay, so yeah, do security. My parents generally live frugally, so I'm expecting to inherit about $750,000 inflation adjusted in about 20 to 30 years. let's go back here. To build credit, where'd it go? Oh, there. To build credit, I've opened 4 credit cards over the course of the last year. Currently, I artificially have income on my taxes due to my parents transferring the money into my name, so I was accepted. I keep my overall usage around 5% of overall spending. I have a credit score of 715, 711 TransUnion, 707 Equifax, 712 credit card. You went through 5 different credit bureaus, dude. You think you're a little bit anal retentive? This is good. This is good shit for you being computer science and engineering. That's great. Your social life, you are so fucked if you don't knock this shit off. All right? And the thing is, like me, when I was much younger, like high school age, middle school age, you don't know. You don't have the rules or the reasons or the why. You don't know how other people operate. But this is an example of never, ever do that again. Don't tell a girl this. Don't tell your friends about your credit score. Shit, most kids your age don't even know what a credit score is, let alone the concept of a Bell distribution curve. So you don't need credit. Are you going to borrow money? You got a ton of money already on hand. The only reason you would borrow money is to buy a house, and you have a huge down payment. So I would not be worried. This is a waste of time right now. Do this after you graduate and you got yourself a job. Okay, get rid of your credit cards. And what you're doing is you're opening yourself up to theft, credit card theft. So I would get rid of that. Always pay on time. 10 opening. Any more credit? Don't do. What you need to do is when you graduate from college, you need maybe 2 things to build up your credit card. You get a car loan. Maybe you can afford it. You don't need it, but just get one low interest rate and a credit card. Okay, and then just pay them off every day, and then make some extra payments on your car loan. Okay. My financial mistakes include blowing $3,000 in studying a worthless language abroad and $2,500 for a PC. However, I returned to reality and have been working to change to a life of minimalism by eliminating all the fast food and dining out and eating at home whenever I get a chance. See, but yeah, you got all this. You got this ton of money. I mean, afford yourself a Chipotle every once in a while. I do not actively date as I rarely have the time or effort. I do not currently go out or have ever gone to a gym, but I'm considering, as my college has one for free, if it is worth it to hire someone to teach me how to work out and properly avoid injury. Yeah, you should, especially if you've never done it before. Plus, with your physique, you're 160 pounds and 6'4". I'm 150 and 5'9". You remind me of my buddy Randy Schmidt back in high school. He was you could see his heartbeat. That's how skinny he was. Given what I have told you, am I making any major financial or life mistakes? You're making no major financial mistakes. Get rid of those credit cards. You don't need those. Wait till that's over. Life mistakes, yeah, you I'm going to presume you're the only child and your parents have, like, not intentionally, but have totally shielded you from everything. I'm open to making major alterations to my lifestyle. If you need any more information about my lifestyle. Okay, and then you sent a picture. All right, here's what it is. You are not necessarily a nerd. I mean, yeah, you're a nerd, but a lot of people are nerds. But you are socially, you're not ostracized. What are you? Not even socially inept. You could be going into, you've just never been socialized. You don't know what is out there in terms of normal person's behavior, especially for your generation. When you go out there, you're going to alienate people. Kind of like what I did. When I went from parochial school to public school, I mean, I had no concept of what the norms and mores were of a public school setting. And then I got to pay the price for that. Regardless, you're not going to have to fight in the playground every day because you're in college, you're an adult now. But it's still going to present to you hurdles. So what I would recommend you do, it's going to cost an arm and a leg. It would almost be a book unto itself that I don't have the time to write, about how to socialize someone who's never been socialized to society. But what you can do is you can ease into it and kind of learn it through example or kind of reverse engineer it. So we could draw some theories and sit down. I'd have to get a big-ass diagram. I have to read a ton of books on psychology. I don't have the time to. I don't have the answer. But we can learn or introduce you to different aspects of society that you'll intuitively figure it out over time. So the first thing you need to do is you got to gain weight. You have got to, and I would go and hit the gym. I would definitely hit the gym. I would talk to a personal trainer. Make sure you, because if you've never lifted before, especially if you have not had any sports or any kind of activities, your body's not used to that, and you are very prone to injury. So go talk to a personal trainer. You don't need like them to put you on a schedule or anything like that. If you want, you certainly got the money to afford it. Teach them, say, hey, look, I've never worked out. I need proper technique on how to lift and not injure myself. And say, okay, yeah, cool, we got you covered. And then for you, I would maybe even hire a personal trainer and get on a schedule to add about at least 10 pounds of muscle, if not ideally 20. So they may tell you to take some protein supplements, some creatine. Look, I don't want the fucking workout nerds down below. Oh, you shouldn't do that, you shouldn't. Constructive. I don't want him to, well, I wouldn't do that, I would do this. Just give him some simple pointers down below. Let's not critique or argue. What's worked for me is the schedule, creatine, and protein. Okay? So, hopefully some workout people down below will have what they recommend. But I would talk to a professional, get on a schedule, and above all else, you adhere to it. Okay? That's what you adhere to it. And we're not aiming necessarily for you to increase your physique, which is one of the main things we're trying to do. I also want you to get out and see people at the gym. And maybe you don't even have to talk to them. Just get out to a gym. Talk to your personal trainer. I would also then maybe even do some cardio. Well, it's Arizona. You're just going to be hot, so you can't do much of that. Hiking. Get into hiking when summer is over. Join a hiking club. Get your cardio there. Fucking bang out Squaw Peak. Hiking's great in Arizona, especially in Phoenix. So I would join a hiking club afterwards once the temperature cools down. And that would be even more socializing. I mean, it's not like you got to lose weight. It's not like your cardio is that bad. You do need to gain the weight, but I'm saying in addition to lifting weights, you're going to go do cardio. Okay? And that hiking club is perfect for that. While it's hotter than fuck out there, another thing you will do is you will go and take ballroom dance classes. This, again, will socialize you to other people. But particularly women, and it's also a very nice and polite way to meet women. Your goal, again, is not to meet women. It's just to learn to interact with them, talk, get comfortable around them, and then also lead and follow. That's a great thing to learn, is like, you got to be the man, you got to lead. This is what you have to do. Shit, you said your mom was it your mom that was an athlete or something like that? So she'd probably be more than happy to tell you. Heck, if you even need to take your mom to learn ballroom dance. I know that sounds nerdy, but sometimes they require you to bring a partner, and sometimes there's not enough men or there's not enough gals. So if that, ask your mom, she might say, oh my God, we're going to go there to dance. Herman, why don't you teach me to dance? So then you do that. But your primary focus should be your studies, maybe finding an Uber job. I'd recommend Uber just because you'll talk more to people. I think, but if you can get a security guard job, that'd be cool too, or a library attendant, or dorm attendant, or something like that, where you can work on your studies. Definitely do that. But I'd say Uber. That'd be kind of cool. I always wanted to do it. I just don't have a new enough car. I don't have the time. So you do that for 6 months to a year, all right, and then and if opportunities throw themselves at you, fine. You could go ahead, date. I mean, definitely go hang out with friends. You get invited to a party, go. But then the other thing, you've got to completely change your appearance. You dress like a nerd. You're telling people I'm a nerd, and not a cool hip nerd. You are I have children in my basement looking type nerd. You got the glasses, you got the khakis. You got to get rid of that shit. Now, again, normally I'm not so frivolous with people's money, let alone my own. You need a new wardrobe and you need a makeover. I would go, get rid of your glasses. Go get contacts. First fucking thing. Get rid of those goddamn glasses. Unless you get fashionable, but get rid of the fucking glasses. Get contacts. That hair. Do something with your fucking hair. Find a salon. It may take you 3 or 4 different hair cutting guys. Preferably gay. But, if you find a straight person that's good with hair, fine. Don't go to cost cutters or great clips. You got to go someplace. And, dude, I would even go to one of the fancy shit stores downtown Scottsdale at that mall. Look for a gal who's really put together, really sharp, really good one. One you'd maybe want to ask out. Not even necessarily. Could be an older guy. You want to look for a gal who's dressed really sharp. Like, you turn your head, not because she's beautiful, she probably will be beautiful, but you're like, whoa. Same thing with a guy. You see a guy like, dang, he's not like a flashy, loud douche. Okay, he's just a well put together guy. Go up and say, where do you go to get hair done? I mean, I'm obviously a nerd. I'm trying to go and do a complete makeover. Where do you recommend I go? And they'll laugh. They think it's a very obscure question. But they say, I go here. Say, thank you. And then you go there. And it may not work out, but it may. But you'll find you got to do something with your hair. You got to do something with your hair. And then clothes. I don't advise going to a professional, get your clothes done. Because what will end up happening, especially girls, they'll buy you clothes that are going to go out of style tomorrow. What I would recommend is, well, here's another thing. If you do what I tell you, you're going to gain weight and you're going to have to throw away your clothes anyway because you're going to get larger and these clothes will no longer fit. So you want like a first year of clothing that you'll fit into for a bit, but then you're going to ditch later. So what I would do, again, experimental phase, you're not wearing khakis, okay? Get some cool slacks or something. Get some nice jeans. Get some nice shirts. Nothing stupid or douchey, okay? Do not look like pickup artists going to a nightclub, right? You do not wear sunglasses indoors at night, okay? So I would go and, again, maybe consult some people like, hey, I need help with my wardrobe. You guys look like what do you recommend? Heck, even ask your personal trainer. Your personal trainer, you say, look, here's the deal. Do that. Say, look, I want a makeover, not just in weights and all that, but do you know someplace I can go to, like, you have someone who's fashionable, not douchey fashionable, just straight up fashionable. You say, yeah, my buddy Joe, or oh yeah, my girlfriend Amy, she works at Banana Republic or something like that. So that's what I'd be doing. Otherwise, the one final thing I'd worry about with you is you're going to get a taste of this, and all of a sudden you start putting on some weight and muscle, and all of a sudden you have a new life and you don't know how to handle it. All of a sudden there's girls throwing themselves at you, and then you start doing drugs or you drink, and you love this new lifestyle, and then you throw away this one opportunity that less than 1 in a million have, and that is how much money your parents have given you in your financial situation. That is more important than any social life, I'd say, right now. You cannot fuck that up. And I've seen people do that. They have fucked up $250,000 that their parents give them because they go off on their own, and then it's booze or drugs or girls. Girls is the one you got to look out for, because all of a sudden, don't become that first guy, you nail your first chick, and then you're addicted to pussy, and the girl just treats you like shit. You never tell anyone how much money you have. Never. You never tell anyone how much. You are a poor college student. You never mention those motherfucking mutual funds. You never mention your 529 plan. Say, God, yeah, I got student loans and this and that. You never let girls know. And you do not settle on the first girl. She may be awesome, but you have got to be very careful not to just, once you taste that pussy, all of a sudden, you're crazy, pissing away all your money. All right? So, that's why I'm recommending, at least for 6 months, don't date any girl. I mean, that is, no. Wait till you're all redone, and then coffee, Tinder dates, meet at a cocktail. Well, you're too young to even have a cocktail. Just take it easy. Ballroom dancing, that's a good way to ease into it. But yeah, just that is the other thing I'm worried about, is you get a taste of this, and what would be not worse but would be good, but it'd be worse, is you all of a sudden get ripped, you turn out to be a really good looking dude, and then you just become party central guy, and you piss away what people work lifetimes to never have at times. So anyway, hope that gives you some guidance, kind of a game plan, a plan A. Give you a couple, so you got your homework cut out for you. But yeah, hit that gym, get a makeover. Don't tell anyone about your money. You never. And, afford yourself a Chipotle every once in a while, and afford yourself some decent clothes. Best luck. Doodles.